The objective of our sales call is for ITW Packaging Solutions to sell bagged milk to Trader Joe's supermarkets. From ITW, we have David Reardon, Director of Sales, and Michael Borum, Director of Product Development. From Trader Joe's, Regional Vice President Michael Kraus, and CEO Mr. Daniel Bain.
Hello, is this Michael?
Yes, it is. With whom am I speaking?
Hi, Michael. My name is David Reardon, and I am part of ITW Packaging Solutions. I recently sent over some literature regarding our newest innovation in bagged milk and the current state of milk prices. Your secretary told me that you'd be very interested in our newest product.
Yes, I was very impressed with your mailing and actually had time to discuss your product with our CEO, Dan Bain. As you included in your literature, milk prices have seen a steady rise since the end of last year, so we are very intrigued in your product. Dan wanted to set up a meeting with you and your sales team to further discuss your new innovation. Does 10 a.m. Thursday work at our Los Angeles offices? Unfortunately, I'll be unable to attend, but Dan wanted to set up a meeting as soon as possible.
Thursday at 10 a.m. works great. I will be bringing along our Director of Product Development, Michael Borum, as well to further talk about our product.
That sounds great. I'll be sure to let Dan know both of you are coming. Take care now.
Mr. Bain?
Yeah,
David.
it must be David.
Yep, nice to meet you.
Michael. Michael, nice to meet you.
Appreciate it.
Please have a seat.
This is my associate, Michael Borum. He's the Director of Product Development at ITW Packaging Solutions and some of the brains behind our newest innovation, bagged milk.
Hello, Dan. I must say, my wife is a very big fan of your $2 chuck wine. While I don't drink it very often, I sure do foot the bill when she comes home from your grocery store.
Ah, yes. You know, we here at Trader Joe's look to seek out unique products to bring to our customers at a great value. $2 Chuck seems to conquer the best of both those worlds. I myself like to step it up a little bit to the Dark Horse Chardonnay.
That's exactly why we are here, Dan. Did you have a chance to read over the literature we sent over to your Regional Vice President, Michael Kraus?
Yes, I did. You know, we certainly have seen the effects of the rise in milk prices and have been trying to figure out unique ways to combat the recent price hikes.
The recent price hikes are very alarming. Just last Monday, milk spiked to $24.32, a hundredweight capping the rally that has sent milk prices up 35% since last December. In fact, those prices are twice the price of milk during the worst parts of the recession in 2009.
Furthermore, to make up for the wholesale price increases, supermarkets like yours could be raising milk prices as much as $1 a gallon in the future. Have you seen similar effects in your stores?
Unfortunately, we have. Our milk prices have risen as much as 80 cents in our Ann Arbor, Michigan location, and we have seen even higher increases in our supermarkets in larger cities. It has really affected our margins and our profitability in our dairy department.
Well, Dan, what if I told you that we could help improve your milk margins during this difficult time and in the future when milk prices are bound to drop from these all-time highs?
I would be very interested. Anytime we can improve our margins and bring a better value to the customers of our supermarkets, I'm all ears.
Our product development team has developed a new type of packaging for milk. Rather than using cartons or jugs, which are coated in wax and not 100% recyclable, our team has developed milk that comes in bags. I know it may seem unorthodox as Americans have been buying their milk by the glass or carton for as long as we can remember. However, bagged milk uses 75% less plastic than traditional jug and carton options. On the production side, it also takes less energy to place milk in bags, thus reducing your fixed costs.
Milk in bags, huh? I've never heard or seen of such a thing.
Well, you're in luck, Dan, because we brought our prototype along with us. Allow us to introduce the future of milk packaging. Bagged milk.
Wow. This is quite different than the traditional milk jug.
It is very different, but like with many other products come important innovations to address the changing markets, and bagged milk does just that. Compared to a traditional jug of milk, bags are much more malleable, and the differences in height and weight are like night and day.
In your supermarkets, are you ever fighting over available shelf space?
Yes, absolutely. Trader Joe's is a neighborhood store that operates in relatively small locations. There is a constant fight for shelf space in our coolers.
See, the beauty of bagged milk is it drastically reduces the amount of shelf space that your dairy section takes up. Less shelf space for milk means that supermarkets are able to increase the amount of products they can fit into their stores and bring in new products for consumers to try. The bags are much more fluid and allow them to be fit in smaller areas, also allowing them to be shipped more easily.
I see. We can always use more shelf space in our stores as that opens up the door for new products. However, how does one pour milk out of the bag? And once the bag is open, it doesn't seem that it can be resealed, so wouldn't that make the milk go bad?
You're absolutely right. It is not easily resealable, and I'm glad you brought that up. Canadians use pitchers such as this one to store the bag of milk, and because the bags come in smaller sizes, they are usually consumed in plenty of time before they are affected. Our company also produces a plastic container like the Jugget that allows consumers to place the bag of milk in the container and experience the same pouring and resealability that milk jugs offer, but without the expensive milk jug price. Watch this video to see how easy it is to use the Jugget.
Introducing the new Jugget from Jugco. The simple and convenient solution for pouring milk from a bag. It's clean, tidy and fuss-free. As easy as 1, 2, 3. Available at all major supermarkets in a range of attractive colours.
And with the Jugget, consumers only need to purchase it one time, and they're able to store it and have the same milk experience as they would with a jug, but at the lower milk prices of milk coming in bags. Because the bagged milk prices use less energy and 75% less raw materials than typical jugging methods, your supermarkets are able to sell the bags cheaper. It has been said that Trader Joe's is committed to being environmentally sustainable, and at each store there are stations for bottle return and plastic bag recycling. Is this correct?
Yes, absolutely. We really take pride in participating in sustainable activities. Every single piece of cardboard that comes into our stores is recycled, and we offer incentives for consumers to bring their own bags to reduce the environmental footprint each store creates.
The beauty of bagged milk is that each of the bags are 100% recyclable, and some consumers even reuse them as sandwich bags when they pack their lunch after they are finished. Bagged milk will help Trader Joe's lessen their environmental footprint and become an industry leader in providing a sustainable packaging option that is currently not seen in the United States.
That sounds good and all, but do you really think that our customers will want to buy a new product when they can just continue to buy the traditional jug?
I can see how this worries you. However, the folks in Canada and Great Britain thought the same thing when they implemented bagged milk, but they saw a much different result. Take a look at this case study of Canadian supermarkets that when they implemented bagged milk some 25 years ago. As you can see, in Canada, a 2-liter milk bag is at least 30 cents cheaper than traditional jug milk. So once consumers got past the initial packaging shock, they found it much cheaper and more environmentally friendly to buy bags of milk. In fact, once bagged milk caught on and economies of scale took over, the producers of milk cartons simply could not offer milk at bagged milk's cheap prices, and the market was taken over by bags. Moreover, bagged milk is the preferred method of packaging in India, China, Russia, Brazil, South Africa, Poland, Chile, and much of Central America. We are amazed it has not taken off in the United States yet, but then again, we have always been behind with our greener packaging initiatives.
Wow. I really had no idea that many countries use bagged milk. The concept seems silly at first, but it seems like supermarkets in other countries have been fairly successful in implementing this new packaging.
Now Dan, I was recently reading up on Trader Joe's in Fortune magazine, and a former executive said, and I quote, "Trader Joe's doesn't pick up on trends, it sets them." Well, doesn't bagged milk offer the perfect opportunity for Trader Joe's to set a new trend and perhaps change the way milk is packaged in the United States forever?
Wow, when you put it that way, I really do see how your product fits right into the values that we set out here at Trader Joe's.
So based on our conversation, Dan, it seems like you like the money-saving features of this product, you like the way it can help your stores offer more shelf space, and the fact that it can help lessen your environmental footprint will not only be useful for your business, but also very attractive to your customer base. Is all of this correct?
David, all of this sounds great. I really like your company. However, I'm not sure we can afford a full rehaul of our existing milk production process.
Well, how about we work in baby steps before we completely change the production of every single Trader Joe's? Meaning, let's make a deal for all of your California stores. We can see how the process plays out and if you like the bagged milk and the increased profit margins, the decreased environmental footprint, and more available shelf space, and then we can work our way into Trader Joe's supermarkets around the country. Does that sound feasible?
I think so. That seems a very useful way to get bagged milk into all of our stores without putting too much of a burden on us financially.
Believe me, Dan, you will not regret it. You will enjoy the benefits of bagged milk, and your customers will enjoy the lower prices of milk, especially during this time when milk seems to be increasing its prices by the week.
As soon as we get back to our offices, we will send over the contract for ITW to take over your milk packaging in California and with the appropriate amount of juggets to meet your customer base on the West Coast.
That sounds great. Thank you very much, gentlemen. I'm happy to say that I'm ready to start a revolution with bagged milk.
Dan, thanks for taking the time out of your day to be with us today.
Absolutely.
It's a pleasure. I think this is going to be a beautiful partnership.
Take care.
Hi Dan, this is David from ITW Packaging Solutions. Did you have a chance to look over the contract we sent you earlier?
As a matter of fact, I'm looking it over right now.
Phenomenal. There should be no surprises on there, except along with our deal to take over your California store's milk packaging, you will see that we have included 75,000 juggets to place in your 153 California locations.
And if we need more juggets, may I contact you directly to purchase a new order?
Absolutely. I'll be right with you every step of the way. If you need anything day or night, do not hesitate to call me at our offices. Someone will always be available.
Okay, that sounds great. I really want to thank you, David, for being so available, and I hope this is the start of a great relationship. I'm signing the contract right now, and I'll have my secretary fax it over.
That's great, Dan. I'm glad we were able to make a deal that will be a win-win for both of our organizations. Take care, and I will keep an eye out for your contract.